Hey, Mike here. So after several weeks hiatus, we went on vacation, drove from Portland, Oregon to Portland, Maine. Took about 2 weeks and stopped off, saw some family, a couple of cool things along the way, including a fantastic refrigerator museum. But I wanted to get back here and get the refrigerator back up and running. Address some issues I was having with overloading the compressor, excessive superheat, things like that. In the previous setup, I had this large accumulator tank mounted vertically up here, pretty much exposed to ambient air. I mean, there was some insulation on it. It was causing, like I said, excessive superheat, particularly during startup, whenever the copper was at ambient, especially when the air inside the trailer here was really, really warm. The compressor just doesn't have enough capacity to really cool that down rapidly enough to get it up and running before it goes out on overload. So amongst other things, I decided I wanted to go ahead and just put the accumulator right in the middle of the evaporator here, submerged in coolant, propylene glycol in the stainless steel pan. So kind of get an idea what I did here. Previously, this is the top of the coil, so the pan sits on top, or the pan lid sits on top here. This was the outlet, and it went right up and out of the tank. Right now, what I have it doing is going through the thermocouple there, and then down into this tank. The tank is at an angle, and it just spits into the bottom of the tank right there, and then suction line just comes off the top. So really, it's just a piece of pipe that's a much larger diameter than the 1/4 inch, and add some volume. So the idea here being I should be able to charge the thing until I get saturation at this thermocouple here, and then any liquid that might end up spilling over into the accumulator will be prevented from going back to the compressor, because there shouldn't be enough refrigerant charge in the entire system to fill that entire tank up and slug liquid back. At least I hope so. The advantage here is even if I'm running in a kind of a dry condition, the vapor coming back should be at least as cool as the coolant. I think that tank there, and obviously it's not going to be any higher temperature than the coolant is anyway, but it's a lot easier to insulate some 1/4 inch lines coming up out here and going right to the compressor than it is to try to insulate this whole nonsense outside. So anyway, it's a little ugly. I reused this tank rather than cutting a new one, so it was a little hideous there. There's a little cross member piece there that supports everything. It's not really ideal. It's not how I would have done it if this were part of the original coil design, but I'm hoping it will work out well. So what I got to do is go ahead and reinstall this in the tank. Have to cut a new piece of capillary tube that's going to go back to a longer length, and find a new place to put the tap for the low side. So that's it for now.